Greetings, this is Michael W. Ford. I'd like to take just a few minutes and talk about my dark ritualistic ambient project, Ahktya. Ahktya is a contemporary ambient project. However, it's highly focused on ritualistic aspects of music, and often with my magical workings, my initiatory workings, my research, all of these things combined, I have always had a drive to create and actualize soundscapes or sounds that express what I'm doing at the time in words that I cannot write, and also to offer a window into what is called the imaginal realm, a type of in between the real and the mind. It's what we visualize. Now, Ahktya, I've recorded many albums with this ritual project, and the name Ahktya is from a Zoroastrian term meaning filth, evil, pestilence, which is related to an early mythological sorcerer. Now, I utilized this as my magical name many years ago in the early 2000s as a means of my utterance and dedication to Ahktya, or the path of Ahriman, and also many other aspects. So Ahktya itself is a type of grimoire sorcery in each album. Now, when I decided to do Inner Hands, Fever and Frost, and the Nightscapes of Lilith, the album after, I wanted a strong female interpretation of the incantations. So I took the Babylonian, Assyrian, Hittite, Ugaritic, different translations, transliterations of spells invoking Lamashtu, more or less banishing, but these spells describe Lamashtu, who is an origin of Lilith, in great detail. And I took these exorcist tablets and spells and utilized them and readapted them to invocations because Lamashtu was the original kind of cast out of heaven by her deity father Anu, the god of the sky in Babylonia. So Lamashtu, I decided in recording that, and I do this with many other recordings, is what are the attributes, the elemental, so air, and also animals or birds, such as an owl. I use vulture. I use different type of things, and I sample those, and I create soundscapes composed of those elements that would call forth Lilith and Lamashtu. And then I take the incantations, and the vocalist who was the most prepared for this type of action, this type of magical working, was my friend Sara Ballini, who is the publisher in Italy of my works, but also a good friend and someone who's dedicated to Luciferian magic and her own unique path. So I asked her to do this, and she recorded different incantations of Lamashtu and Lilith in different tones and different patterns and speeds. And I took these and worked these in to the ritual music, which became Inner Hands, Fever and Frost, and Nightscapes of Lilith. And the result are some pretty haunting and inspiring recordings. Each song is a type of gateway via your imagination, through tones and through sounds, into that in-between realm, the imaginal, calling those dark forces of Lamashtu and Lilith, and similar vampiric, demonic, and succubi powers. So thank you to Sara Ballini, who has worked with me on 2 albums, and we no doubt will work on more